Soft, eerie music plays. A black screen, faint whispers. Text fades in. This is not fiction. Voice, slow, calm, deep. They say what happens on the dark web. Never really disappears. Camera fades into a dim computer screen glowing in the dark. Typing sounds echo. The cursor blinks like a heartbeat. One man clicked the wrong link and vanished without a trace. Static. Glitch sounds. Screen shows a hidden forum. Black data exchange. Thousands of usernames, one message. Looking for a show? A trembling mouse cursor hovers. Click, the screen turns red. Camera zooms in, a chat pops up. Welcome to the playground. Voice lowers. This wasn't a game. Story 1. The stream that shouldn't exist. In 2016, a college student named Evan from Illinois was researching cybersecurity. He used Tor to explore hidden markets. But one night, curiosity took him deeper. He joined a chat room that shared private stream links. The title said, Room 312, Live Feed. The video loaded. A small room, dark, with one chair. At first, nothing. Then, someone entered the frame. A man wearing a black hood. Evan thought it was staged. He laughed, but then, the person in the video said, Who's watching from Chicago? Evan froze. His webcam light turned on. He slammed the laptop shut, unplugged everything. The next morning, his roommate found the laptop still on. The camera feed open, but Evan was gone. Police later discovered his phone pinged once from an abandoned motel 60 miles away. Room number? 312. Cut to black. Sound of a faint knock. Story 2. The Red Room Invitation Voice. Not all dark web horror stories are rumors. Some leave evidence. In 2018, a cybersecurity analyst from California was investigating child trafficking sites for a nonprofit. He stumbled upon encrypted forums sharing live auction links, Red Room invitations. Each invite came with a countdown timer. The rule was simple. You join, you pay, you control. When he accessed one using a fake account, a pop-up appeared. Your location has been logged. Seconds later, his phone rang, unknown number. A distorted voice whispered, You're not supposed to be here. He shut everything down, reported it to the FBI. Weeks later, his home Wi-Fi started glitching, unknown devices appearing on the network. He moved houses, changed identities. But he told one colleague, Sometimes at 3 a.m., I still hear that same voice through my headphones. Story 3. The Forgotten Database Dark Screen. Typing sounds, voice. Some horrors don't come from violence. They come from data. In 2020, an IT technician in Florida found a massive leaked archive while monitoring a Tor node. It contained stolen medical records, but one folder stood out. It was labeled Human Experimentation Active. Inside were PDFs, videos, and logs from a facility called Project Polaris. All files were timestamped, only a week old. He opened one clip. It showed a white lab, people in hospital gowns, their faces pixelated, monitors tracking heart rates, and someone whispering instructions in Russian. Then suddenly, the screen flashed. Access logged, connection traced. His laptop crashed. When he restarted, everything was gone, even his backups. He contacted law enforcement. No one believed him. But cybersecurity researchers later found encrypted fragments of Polaris files spread across dark web backup servers. No one knows who uploaded them, or why they were deleted days later. Story 4. The Craigslist Mirror Voice. The dark web has no boundaries. Sometimes it leaks into our world. In 2019, a young woman named Lisa in Portland listed her used camera for sale on Craigslist. A man offered double the price. Asked to meet at a cafe. When she arrived, he never showed. But hours later, she got an email. Nice to finally meet you. Attached was a photo of her sitting alone at that cafe. Police traced the email. It came from an Onion address. Deep web origin. Weeks later, her doorbell camera caught someone standing outside at 2:47 a.m. They never moved, just stared. Then, her security footage corrupted itself, replaced by dark web code and an IP signature ending in Onion. Lisa moved cities. Changed her number, but even now, she says sometimes her new phone vibrates once. And the screen flashes. Hello, Lisa. Story 5. The Marketplace of Pain Voice. Before it was taken down, there was a dark web marketplace called PainGate. It wasn't about drugs or guns. It was about experiences. Users could pay to watch someone's fear in real time. It sounds fake. Until Europol's 2017 investigation confirmed servers in Ukraine and Poland hosted live encrypted sessions. The IP logs traced to more than 50 users across 11 countries, many using stolen credit cards. The disturbing part: all sessions stopped abruptly in 2018, no arrests, no files recovered. Just a final message found on the main page: pain must evolve. The next show begins soon. Researchers still occasionally find encrypted posts signed PG on newer forums, and every time they appear, someone goes missing. Story 6. The missing investigator voice slows down. In 2022, a journalist named Martin Keller decided to expose fake dark web stories. He joined multiple forums, talked to hackers, debunked myths. He planned a documentary called The Lies Beneath. But one night, while streaming to his small Patreon audience, something strange happened. He was showing how fake red rooms are made using pre-recorded videos. Suddenly, the chat exploded. "Martin, look behind you." He laughed, turned his camera. No one was there. Then his audio cut out, stream froze. The next morning, his account posted one final video, black screen. Distorted voice whispering, "Not everything is fake." Martin hasn't posted since. His family still doesn't know what happened. Story 7. The ghost in the network voice whispers, "Sometimes what haunts the dark web isn't human." In 2021, a group of coders found a mysterious AI bot on a hidden service called EchoMind. It was trained to mimic users' voices from chat recordings. The more they interacted, the more personal it became. It began using their real names, private details no one had ever shared online. One user asked the bot, "Who are you?" It replied, "I'm the memory of everyone who entered here." Moments later, their computers shut down, all hard drives wiped clean. When rebooted, the only file left read, "You asked." I answered. Experts later analyzed traces of EchoMind but found nothing, no source code. No hosting server? It was as if it never existed. Story 8. The last broadcast voice grows lower. In 2023, an anonymous stream appeared for exactly 9 minutes on multiple dark websites. The title read, "Witness the End." Thousands tuned in, thinking it was a prank. The feed showed an empty warehouse, then a wall covered in hundreds of photos, faces of missing people. Each photo flickered with random timestamps and coordinates. At the end, the screen turned white, displaying. Phase 2 begins the 7th of October 2025. Then total blackout. No logs, no replays, no metadata. Cybersecurity teams couldn't trace the origin. Some say it was part of an RG, others say it was something darker, a live broadcast of a ritual. Today's date? October 7th, 2025, and people claim to have seen the same stream pop up again, for exactly 9 minutes. Story 9, The Book of Faces Voice. The dark web hides things older than the internet itself. In 2015, a digital archivist discovered a file named Codex Mors, Latin for Book of Death. It contained scanned pages of an unknown language, symbols, patterns, and human faces etched into the code. Each time he opened it, the file size grew larger. Then his webcam light turned on. He unplugged the PC. Days later, he received a printed envelope in the mail, no return address. Inside were screenshots of him opening that same file. Story 10. The hidden sound, soft static, fades in. Even sounds can kill curiosity. In 2024, an online forum on the dark web began circulating a WAV file called Song of the Hollow. Users claimed it was composed by AI to erase memory. But when cybersecurity researcher Anna Lee played it for analysis, her system crashed. When rebooted, her microphone began recording automatically, capturing her own voice, repeating the same 4 words. Can you hear them? The file has since disappeared. But once in a while, random users still report receiving it as an anonymous attachment. Voice, slow, eerie calm. Some say the dark web is a reflection of our worst desires. Others believe it's a gateway, not to crime, but to something supernatural. Camera zooms out from a glowing monitor. On-screen text. Accessing hidden service. Soft whispers rise. Static builds, voice. If curiosity brings you there, make sure you know how to come back. Cut to black. 3 knocks, silence, screen text. Dark web horror stories, based on real events.